Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf. I'm actually here to shoot a different video than the one that you're watching. But that's because another course is super crowded. So I was like, I've never really heard of this course or heard of anyone talk about this course in Denver. Came out here, was gonna shoot with just some putters and an approach disc, and this course is pretty long. I might have found one of the most underrated bomber courses in Denver. This is North Midway Park. It has basically 2 tee pads and 2 pin positions that are in the sidewalk, and then playing basically the same or similar lines, just to different baskets, up and down this little strip of land. There's a lot of potential here because we can play the sidewalks as OB, not hazard, just straight up OB. And there are some like significantly over 400-foot shots with actually lines that you have to hit, which isn't something typical in Denver. And I've been waiting to find courses that are more like that, even if it's this little park style, kind of like not super nice park. So we're actually gonna play 18 holes here with my bag, but this might be the first course that's a decent bit of a challenge for shooting under par here in Denver. Tee pad's not ideal, but there are some lines and some distance that we'll have to do. So I'm excited to kind of scrap the plan and shoot this video instead. This is gonna be fun. For instance, we're starting out here at tee pad number 1 in this little area, going to that basket on that strip of land. I don't know how people normally play it, but I'm going to be a little strict with my OB rules. And we're gonna play that only that strip of land is inbounds, everything else is OB, which is why it's gonna be a little tough. We have a tailwind. I'm gonna give the P1 a chance again. I haven't found a replacement for it, but I do not like this disc anymore. But we can just throw it flat out there. It should be really good. Maybe I like you again, P1. Maybe I like you again. Really good shot. I want to try this Warrant. It's new to my bag. Not sure if I'm gonna like it, but flippy mid. Made the right choice. Too much movement. Putters are the right shot. All right, really stoked on hitting that super tight landing zone. 1 down, onto 2, which I think 2 is over 400 feet already. I'm excited. This is like this is a challenge. There's not a lot of courses that are like, not Heiser Fest, or the challenge of a lot of courses in Denver, which I think is a legitimate challenge, is to be a birdie fest. Because one of the harder things in disc golf is shooting so consistently hot, like always making your putts, always parking it or getting close. And so the idea of having to shoot 10, 11, 12, 13 down just to have like a decent-ish score is something that is beneficial to learn how to do. So I'm excited for that part. But there are also those courses that challenge you a little bit more mentally because you're not getting a bunch of birdies. And those are the ones that are even as like 950 to 1,000 rated. Those are good courses as well. So hole 2, not quite 400, 395, right out there to the far basket. So actually I have to shape a little bit of a shot, probably on some Anheuser over this tree instead of just a hyzer flip, because there is a tailwind as well, which will make it hyzer out. I have a couple destroyers that I think could do well. This Echo Star Destroyer is my bomber distance driver right now. And this just regular Star Destroyer that I bought used, which is an old Ricky 2-time, is really good. And I think for a flex line, which I have to really get over on, it could be good. Just gotta keep the nose down. It's stable, you can trust to throw it hard. Didn't quite hit my line, skip up. Okay, skip straight. Good distance, I kind of did rip it. If you saw where my hips are pointed, they were pointed right where that disc went. So I should have pointed them a little bit more inside. One more funky thing is this H7 from Prodigy. I've been kind of liking this disc, super flippy. The hyzer flip up there. Nose up. It's kind of close actually though. All right, so pretty exciting. H7 right here. I was looking for the destroyer and it's about 30 feet past the basket. So I'm outside the circle here. I've noticed I've been rushing my shots a little, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm about 38 feet maybe. And I do notice that when I get on camera, I rush my shot. So I'm gonna try to slow down. Got a head, left to right. Low. I don't mind that miss. I don't have to make the comebacker, but gotta trust myself a little bit better. No stress, par is fine. It's cool to know that I'm reaching these type of holes a little bit more. Yes, tailwind, but it's going well. On to 3, I'm liking this. It does look like 2 because I see some people playing over there. You played down and back, so that was hole 2. Looks like it's also gonna be the basket for 16. So looks like there's only 9 baskets out here. So if there's people around, I might have to wait a bit, but I like when I shoot poorly because of putting, which I would count that. I mean, it's a little bit throwing, but also a little bit putting, and that means I'm throwing well. So trying to throw better. This is what I'm talking about. Ripping tailwind, hole 3, 380 to that tree, just under it and to the left. We're calling OB this rock path and beyond, OB sidewalk and beyond. So very tight landing zone down there, probably about 40 feet either side of the basket. 380 feet down there, gotta negotiate that last tree and get just past it. In a tailwind, probably a flippy disc. This is where I need an even flippier destroyer or an even flippier distance driver. But at 380 and a tail, I might take my H7 or even my Essence to it. Probably my H7. Someone just threw it onto the roof of a house. That's not good. Slight hyzer, aiming to the right of the tree. It should flip and the tailwind should help to stable it back. Just don't want to turn it over too much. Wow, tailwind kept it so stable. Hit and sit, hit and sit, hit and sit. Oh, it crept over the edge. Shoot. Wow, that tailwind kept that so stable. Try this destroyer. Thank you. All right, well, I think I actually threw it a little nose up on that hyzer instead of following through and punching through the hyzer. It's really easy to follow through up too fast instead of through. So H7 right down here, just out of bounds. Slight right to left head. Not enough spin. Babied that. Oh, and that's too much height. Whew. We're playing the safe layups, I guess. Not ideal, but bogey. This course is cool. So windy right now. It's like 20-mile-an-hour wind sustained. What do these winds say that they actually are here? It said it was such good weather, and then, oh, there's a red flag warning right now. Okay, this is hole 4, 443-foot par 3. It's the far basket down there. It's probably just a placement shot off the tee here, but we're playing, the right side is OB. So with this headwind, probably gonna take a stable destroyer on a forehand and try to kind of flex it towards that creek. Please don't blow over, guys. That'd be bad. Not my Calvin, but this is stable enough, this Ricky destroyer. Slight Annie, just get it low underneath that tree branch. This is what I'm talking about with lines. Like, either of these baskets, you gotta really hit a line. Sit. Sit, 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 sit. Oh my gosh, just in bounds. Really good shot, really happy with that. Just picked up this destroyer used yesterday, I'm stoked. Yeah, so we're about 340, 350, about 100 feet in. There is that creek behind, so we could try to give it a little baby run. It's a little headwind, but glitch kind of holds up into headwind. And sits down right next to the basket. Great shot. Wait, we were going into a tailwind. Wait, no, we were going into headwind. It's so swirly. Tailwind. We're going into a tailwind. Now we're going into headwind. Yikes. That makes more sense as to why that stabled out so fast. Okay, I threw the right shot for the miss, but that destroyer stabled so fast. Okay, good. All right, hole number 6 or 5 here, actually. We're already going back to one of the baskets we already played. I think there's only like 6 baskets out here and they play a bunch of positions. Not to the one straight in front of us, we're going to the one past it. It's 350 feet into a headwind. I think stable destroyer, flat, hard to the right. And there's still this rock creek that we gotta contend with. Where that guy's walking is a path. We'll play that as river since it's in the middle of the fairways. No, we'll play it as an island on the far side. Sit down, don't go OB. Oh, that totally skipped OB. Well, just barely. I did throw it on a hyzer though instead of flat to Annie because I wanted to stay on the tee pad and it's easier for me to brace that way, and I guess I automatically did that. Low. Oh, I threw it not where I wanted to. This wind and this OB makes this a blast. All right, hole 6 here. Yeah, 6 is 317 feet straight down there. Super tight tunnel, super tight line. Probably overstable to stable fairway, I would say. Because slight headwind, you want to flex it and have enough integrity to get out of it. Because you do need to throw a nose down hard Annie. You can't really hyzer flip because it'll lift too high into those trees. So I think we're gonna go that new Coalesce that I have. It's a little less stable than my Firebird. Kind of is like a Thunderbird, but on some Annie down there. Can't be mad about that shot. Outside the circle, boy, about 40 feet. Let's go. Twice its luck. Oh, super lucky. 275 feet, hole 7, teeing off right here. This one does have a hyzer, but with the headwind, like I said, if you don't hit through the hyzer forward and then follow through up, instead a lot of what I do to throw nose up hyzers on accident is I'll fall through up, a little bit lazy, opening my chest. The hyzer might not be good. Honestly, I think a stable forehand is probably the best play at 275. Man, this is making me make some decisions. I love it. Don't want to try to be hero and throw Firebird. We're just gonna go destroyer. I know I can get my destroyers 350, but this is a pretty decent headwind. Get out of it, please! Oh, I skipped back safe, way long. Wow, maybe I should have thrown a Firebird. Maybe I also should have thrown it on hyzer and trusted that I actually have some decent forehand power, because I never trust that. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm definitely needing to trust in myself right now because my forehand is there. I just need to believe in it a little bit more. But real quick, as I'm watching this back, I just continue to notice that the lines and everything aren't as crazy as it seemed to me in that moment. Obviously, the camera doesn't do it quite as much justice, but compared to a lot of courses that you see if you're not playing literally in like the foothills in Denver, this is not going to look like there's a lot of lines or anything. That's why you got to tighten up the OB, but it's nice to have some lines to throw through. I am heading to some other courses soon that you guys will see on the channel, honestly, by the end of the week, that hopefully will have a little bit more lines, and I'm excited to continue traveling throughout the summer. So if you want to see any of that, subscribe for those videos. I'm just getting ready for the season. Glitchy boy. Drop. No. Let's try and throw that in. Come on. Not great. I really tried to run that. Had a good line this time. I just gotta get the height right next time. Stay up. Come on. That's a dumb hole to freaking arbitrarily bogey. Whoop, sometimes you don't putt the best. That's definitely one that, like, if it mattered, I'm laying it up. I'm not running it with the glitch, especially with the tailwind, that how I can push it. But what if I got to highlight on video? Like, come on. All right, we're about to play hole 8. I am 1 over, so we're gonna try to get 1 down through this front 9. Then I'm just gonna honestly play through the back 9 without a camera. I'll tell you guys my scores at the end of everything. But honestly, the camera takes a little bit extra time, and I think this really shows you just like most of the lines on the course. The rest of it, I know we're playing the same basket, so it might get a little bit redundant on video. And honestly, just makes it a little bit easier, and you guys don't have to watch kind of a redundant other 9 holes, but this is a course that I'll probably be at practicing a lot, because this next one's 420 feet, 415, into a headwind, up a hill, with a tree that we have to negotiate. I think that this is probably the hidden gem of practice distance bomber line hitting courses here in Denver. I am so excited that I found this place on accident completely. All right, we are going where they are, to the right and up, like so far. It looks farther than 420, but sometimes you just gotta trust UDisc, you know? Hopefully we can get at least even. We're gonna go Echo Star Destroyer into the headwind, just on a hyzer, punch the hyzer through. The headwind's slightly dying, but I think I am gonna try to go onto the right side of the tree because it needs to be turning for me to get that full distance. Heads up, 4. Oh my gosh. They said that they were watching, and then they did not watch me throw almost into them. A little more Annie. So now the wind comes back, thank you. Why would I want to throw without wind? Through the tree. Woo! This is gonna be helpful. If I can birdie all these holes eventually, that's how you know you're getting good. 330, full flight destroyer, baby. Ballin'. All right, we're gonna throw this glitch in this time, because highlights. Oh, Anthony! Why do I go for the highlights instead of the scores? Right height, didn't move my foot inside. Oh my gosh. Got a destroyer putt from here on out. All right, let's get back to even with the ace on hole number 9, and then I'm gonna play these last ones before it gets too dark. Won't throw the glitch anymore because it's too windy. I think this is a hidden gem. If you're in Denver, don't come here. Bad course, terrible course for training. You do not wanna play here. Leave it empty for me, thank you. All right, hole 9, basket is up there. It is like 200 feet maybe? Pretty short, looks like. Why not, we'll throw the glitch. Ace it, second glitch ace in a week. Nah, not a bad shot though. Redemption for the glitch? Yeah. Big fan of this course. Honestly, not sure if this is going on the main channel or the second channel. Either way, subscribe to both channels, right here and here. I'm excited to train more here. I mean, I did have some shots that I knew were good. The wind was a little more difficult, and it's nice that I get punished for it, you know? You need that sometimes. And playing these rounds, or even if you have like a course where normally you don't play stuff as OB, make it OB. Like, I think it can really help you get better. And I'm 2 over right now. And I have had one of my favorite rounds of disc golf in a long time. Very excited about this. I'm gonna put my UDisc scorecard right here. Subscribe to the channel, watch the video that's right below the UDisc scorecard, because you're gonna love it. I promise. Okay, love you guys, bye.